Welcome back, guys. Finally, a war season. So this is season 31, War 1, and right now I'm on path 8 for this war. I switch around all the time, but this is going to be me versus Warlock right here, which is pretty easy, pretty textbook, and it's on node 17, and it's the power imbalance, and usually it cock blocks mystics. But with Venompool, super easy. So right here, I'm going to start. I light boosted here because I know I can take this fight unless something crazy goes on, and I'm going to boost heavily for the rest of the war. So right now, I already have energized, and since I FSP1, I'm just going to steal. Even though I'm not going to be healing from him myself, I am going to still steal that armor buff, because with his armor buff up, you can't crit him. So it's just going to be pretty textbook, and I'm just going to be throwing my SP1s on him, and since he's a tech, he can degen, which is another reason why I like him better than Venom, because Venom can't do that. He can't degen robots. So right here, pretty textbook, just going to be throwing my SP1, and I have multiple buffs on me right now, and also since I previously stated in other videos, he's immune to shock from techs and power drain, so Warlock's abilities don't even do anything to him, and no shocks at all. So pretty simple and easy fight. And then after this, I'm going to be putting a Wags on Professor X in this next shot that's going to be coming up, and I mean that's pretty easy as well. There's a little pre-fight action. I was assigned to do it, so I used to sign and be war planner in a couple of my BGs, but work got to it, so couldn't do it anymore. All right, so we're going to continue on path 8 here, and it's going to be Spidey 29 versus the Scarlet Witch. And the nodes are pretty easy. You know, it's the Mystic block where if you try to nullify them, they're going to gain an extreme amount of power. But since I'm going to be boosting heavily I'm going to get the Mojo boss as well, I'm going to do rainbows. But I'm not going to use a class boost right now, but I am going to use a special 3 defense and a invul on one of my fights. Yes, one of my fights, which is going to be this one. The next 2 are going to be advanced power boost. But always boost heavily, but the highest boost you got, especially if you're going to be taking a lot of fights in the war, or if you coordinate right and you're able to take all the fights. So right here, this is going to be Scarlet Witch. I am not even going to try to do my heavy, because I'm not trying to worry about staying your ground or any of that defensive masteries. So I'm just going to be doing pretty light medium combos, and to get to my SP2 if I can. Good old loading area right here, and yep, there we go. We start. Go get some rupture on her. Since I run Resonant, the weakness applies to her as well, so that helps Spidey 29's type of stuff. And right there, she's already down to 75, 73, and it's going to be pretty easy right here. It's just going to be going right to these SP2s. There's really not anything more to explain about this fight, so just watch a little bit, and then I'll be hopping to you next with the Red Goblin. So this Red Goblin fight, I was a huge happy for. So it's buff and balance weakness, rich get richer, and divine power barrier. So rich get richer, if you have more buffs, whoever has that will gain the more power. Right here, I'm going to throw a cosmic boost still on here, a 150 though, for Venompool. But I'm also going to switch my invul to a power start, so I can try to steal his buffs if he occurs any. He's not like Venom where he's automatically going to get any, which Venompool could probably whoop Venom here in my honest opinion. He also can take other champions as well, which hopefully you guys will see in later wars. Even though I was close to full health, I still topped off, because the way you do it, you don't go in low health. So right here, I'm instantly going to be throwing my SP1 as soon as I can. But since I see no buffs, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. He's also a high ground defender, but there you go. Threw a 1 SP1 right here and starting to bleed on him. Get some damage on him. And since with the hits in our combo meters, the spicy meter goes up, and for the blender buff, and that's how I get blenders right here. So as you can look in the left side of your screen, and dodge SP1, and by every 4, I am going to be going up on meter, and that's how I gain my buffs. So right here, I just gained the Hunter Spider as well. So he's at 69 right now, and pretty much I'm just trying to bail out the high ground in the SP1, because it's going to hurt. Damage is going to hurt. Luckily, since I'm more willpower, that weakness doesn't really hurt me a lot. Obviously, I can't purify it at all, but right here, I got to my SP3 since My buffs are already up, and since it's rich get richer, I have the power control here, even though I'm not a power control champion, if you get what I'm saying. So right here, he's at 53. I'm going to dodge back because I'm not trying to get any of the backlash. And there you go. There's the SP1. And that's where I just throw more buffs. And he's at 217. And look at that heavy right there. A 27k heavy. Beautiful heavy. Venompool Rex fights, and not just this. Alright, here's the next bite. This is Mojo on the boss node. I've never had Mr. Fantastic pre-fights before, so thank you, Wade, for giving me them. Just for a little extra boost, you know, anything safe to help with the fight. You don't know what could go wrong. But I'm going to heal fully, and I'm going to put on my science boost. As you can see right here, there's a visual bug. Right when I go to my class and put on my 200% science, it shows it's a 200% cosmic, which had me freaking. So I had to click out, click back, because I'm like, man, I'm not trying to have that stupid shit happens and get cucked for not being able to get my power back here. So I'm also going to refresh my advanced power boost, because obviously that's what you want to do. You want to get to the SP2 since you're not running the anti-venom time traveler synergy, and that's when you'll be able to replace your withers right here. It's great at going against other friends from here, like Tony Roswell and a couple other peeps that I've met, and I always love a friendly competition. But right here, I'm going to reapply advanced power boost, as you can tell, and I'm just going to go right in. Just waiting for it to load right here, so as soon as I get in, it's going to be pretty simple and easy. I don't run suicide, so it's not going to be quick and flashy. But right here, I'm just going to play it safe for this whole fight with 2099. And I am going to mostly go for my SP2s to apply the wither, but I'm also going to hit my SP1s to get that physical vulnerability on them. And I'm just going to take the chip damage, since 2099 takes minus 75% damage reduction for anybody underneath True Strike or True Sense, as you can see right there. If it was a normal champions like Negative or someone else, I would be getting a lot of chip damage, and that's not fun. So I just threw my SP1, and look at all these debuffs on them. I tried to throw the SP1 multiple times to get the debuffs to reapply, but I just I mistime some of them, and it happens. And I didn't want to go for heavy because it's staying your ground. That would have hit an exhaustion and would have lowered the power rate as well, which would have been great for this matchup. But slow and steady wins the race. I understand that you want to kill things fast and quick, but there's other ways around it. Sometimes a safe fight is better than a quick fight. Right here, I'm going to be dodging back, and boom. Flash back a little bit, and it's going to be a pretty easy fight. Just hit another SP2, 1 wither, 3 physical vulnerabilities. I'm just going to take the damage. I'm not going to try to dodge it and end up having something crazy happen to me. No one wants that to happen. So there we go. Take damage from the SP1. And it's a pretty easy fight. So I'm glad War Season is back. The final count was 49 deaths to our 13, which is too high. 13 is extremely too high. We want to be 8 or less. The only way we're going to be able to keep on pushing for high P1 masters. So as long as we get better and we work as a team and communicate and follow directions, the sky's the limit for us. So I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. I'll be making war videos all season long now, and I appreciate you guys coming. You guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye.